Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Cold War Iron Curtain mod here as Ghana. And where we left off, we managed to take Morocco. Very, very luckily, we managed to clear up Sierra Leone. We're about to look at Guinea and then Gambia. But I'm a little bit worried looking towards Tunisia because they are now in a faction with the French. And I don't know how to feel about that. But before we do get started in today's episode, don't forget to, of course, click that like button and or subscribe. I drop content on the channel every single day at 2 p.m. GMT time, London. So if you want to make sure you got a daily dose of content here on the channel, be sure to drop the like and sub. Also, if you leave a comment down below and you want to suggest a series or suggest a mod, drop it down. I might do some content on it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So as I was just saying, last episode where we left off, we took Morocco. But it was only just. They had such a good defense. Their units were stacked like 17, 19. Our units are only like 8 or 9. Yeah. Although we outnumbered them. The only reason that we won is because we outnumbered them and they couldn't stop us at all tiles. At all provinces. We got lucky. We got very, 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 very lucky. So I feel like after I've done this, I'm going to have to just focus on getting Ethiopia into the game. Because if it's me and Ethiopia and we can team up, maybe we can have an easier time with a few things. But things are not looking too hot. They are not looking too great. We're in a very strange position. We are doing these rebuilding here. And I do want to focus on the rebuilding. I tell you what. Since I can't build anything, I don't even have the thing. The thing that you have in standard tree where it's just like, oh, you're out of focuses. Do you want to do this? That'd be lovely. I can't even do that, it seems. And I'm having to wait until my industry build-up's done, which is not good because it's like 27th. You know what? I'm going to wait. Because I wonder if when we cross into 1980, we get a new tree. We get a new decade tree. Just like you do when you go from 50 to 60, 60 to 70. I wonder if that'll be the case. Okay, so it is the 12th of January now, and I've had no focus tree change at all. So I'm going to presume, because we are late into the mod. Remember what I was saying last episode, how I feel like a lot of the... Although we've got 1970 and there are things that have been added, like a focus tree, this, that, and the other. When it comes down to events and sort of trees changing over decades, I feel like that's only really in 1950, 1960 timeline, just because the mod is so big and obviously they're working through it as quick as they can, generation, or sorry, yeah, generation. Is it a generation? No, not a generation. Decade by decade. And where this is like in the latter of the start dates, I feel like this is yet to get that because they're still working on the decade prior primarily. So I don't feel like we're going to get another tree, which is perfectly fine because we still have loads of to complete. We're just being held back by this whole industrial build-up, blah, 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 blah. So, so we're going to hold off on that for the moment. Also, we've got our 45-day things over, so we can now buy equipment. Now, I know for a fact, looking at my my deficits, I'm in dire need of infantry, in dire need of support, and in dire need of trucks. So, with that being said, what we're going to do, we're going to come over here and we're going to go, where is it? Infantry. Okay, so that's 50 billion, 50 billion. I've got 1,000 billion. Ooh, I'm rich. I'll buy some arty pieces. I'll also buy some light jets. I'll also buy some motorized. That's 100 bill. I'll also buy some support equipment. Now, I should be temporarily broke. 1,000 billion. I'm scared to see what the tick down. Oh boy. Oh boy. I spent 520 billion on gear. We've lost our savings, bro. We've lost our savings, but we are getting fuel. I don't know where our fuel's going, because I did just buy a bunch of gear. Evidently, I still need tons of infantry equipment and tons of support equipment. But I bought stuff. I did good. And I also bought a bunch of jet fighters. So now I've got Ghana's lone fighter. You're not alone anymore. There's 2 more of you. Oh, dearie me. How long until this kicks off? How long until this kicks off in Guinea? 28th of Feb. Okay, that's fine. Right, I'm just going to sit here, mind my own business, and wait until, like, it's time to go. I've got the cipher now, so I'm going to start ciphering against Nigeria. It's going to take forever. But what can you do? Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys when it's time to take Guinea. I was going to say Bizarre. Okie dokie, and the time has come. The justification of conquering Gaboo has arrived. It's time to go to Guinea-Bissau Republic. Where is it? Declare the war. Hello, hello. Ignatius comes with gifts. It's Christmas time. Whilst we're doing that, we're also going to go to Gambia. Justify the war goal. Conquer. Hello, sir. You're very happy in your picture. Dawada Jarara. Listen, Dawada, bro. You're so happy. And I'm really sad to take away your smile. But Ghana needs unification of the region. And you're kind of in the way. If we had it, if I could, I would have taken Cabo Verde first. And I would have put you in Cabo Verde and then taken this. I feel like that would have been a fair exchange because your smile is enough to keep me going. However, Jawara, is it Jawara or Dawara? Daughter, sorry. I'm so bad with names. Daughter, dude, I'm sorry, okay? But your smile brings me the happiness and the joy of 1,000 suns. Does that make sense? Probably not. But anyway, we're going to Bissau. It's got a nice beach and I like holiday resorts. So let's go, lads. And that's another golden beach to add to Ghana's collection. Take all states. Guinea-Bissau has now been done. Thank you very much. The Shah of Iran has left the US. Interesting. Ignatius. Let's go out with a bang. Let's go out with a big bang, lads. He was very happy, and I want to keep his smile. So let's just make this quick. I don't want it to last long. Okay? His smile is amazing. And then we're going to do that, and then hopefully by the time we've wrapped up Guinea-Bissau, we can take a look at Libya. Now, I do want to kind of want to do another campaign, right? I kind of want to do another campaign as Gaddafi. Now, hear me out. So, full disclosure, I follow a lot of history TikToks, okay? And I came across this one TikTok. This guy was from Kenya, and he gave like a brief rundown on like the situation in Africa, and a very brief history that kind of leads through to modern day. And I found this astounding because as far as knowledge of Africa goes in British schools, all we really learn is so we were imperialists, we killed a lot of innocent people, we controlled Africa because we wanted dominance, and then we just left it in a massive mess after the Second World War. Pretty much like everywhere else. That's all we learned as far as Africa goes. Aside from that, we learned obviously World War I, World War II, that was it, right? But this guy, this Kenyan dude, broke it down, and I find it absolutely amazing. So the story he goes on to tells us about how, obviously, Africa is essentially the jewel of the world. All the natural resources that we rely on come from Africa. Platinum for computer chips, microchips, Africa. Gold, silver, diamonds, Africa. He even said there was something called it wasn't magnesium, it was mag something else, and it's a major component of turning sand into glass. And it's found in huge amounts in Africa, right? Now, he said that what happens is all the companies that are in control of the mining and the processing aren't African. They all come from other countries, you know, like Russia. China's got loads of stakes in them. Obviously, the UK, European nations, America, so on and so forth. The companies own the stuff. They send it back home, process it, and then sell it to Africa as on like a triple rate, which in itself is absolutely maddening. Then in comes young Gaddafi. Now, apparently, Gaddafi wanted to create a united African bank. And the whole of Africa would use this sole currency. And apparently that currency, mixed in with the natural resources of Africa, would have been so powerful that the pound, which is currently the world's most powerful currency, would be flipped on its head. The balance that we know of now of like modern nations outside of Africa being like very prosperous and all of that would be flipped, right? That imaginary world of that's shown in Black Panther, like the super high tech, I wouldn't be surprised if that would be possible if this fella actually followed through. And apparently that's one of the reasons why he ended up getting offed, because he was a danger to the way the world worked. So, out of tribute to the madman, I'm not saying he was a lovely person, because again, I saw what happened during the Civil War on TV. You only got to look as far as the news and see what was getting shown on the cameras to know that towards the end he got a little bit, you know, violent. But the idea itself was very prosperous, and I think it's worth honouring that, because just imagine, right? You always hit, like, Africa is such a lovely country. Oh my god, I did an American thing. Forgive me! Continent. Continent, continent, continent. It's a lovely continent. You've got beautiful wildlife. You know, I've seen pictures of this of Kenya. Nairobi is so lovely. You know, Lagos looks lovely. I've never seen Accra, but I've seen pictures of beaches in Ghana, and that's pretty. Now just imagine it with like all the high tech booming, right? I'm talking like the technological boom that Japan had in the 80s. Oh my god, Japan's still been mauled. Oh dear. But just imagine it. So I feel like that's what's next to achieve. A united Africa under Gaddafi. I reckon that'd be a really, really intriguing thing to do. And I feel like for the next series, maybe if we do an African nation, we need to do that. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Okie dokie. So we're literally just about to go into the 4th of July, which is the day we take Gambia. But I really am intrigued as what's going to happen to the Imperial State of Iran. Because as we can see, Mr. Reza Pahlavi is still the king. But I just got a pop-up saying the Shah is dead. So I think when we trick over to the 4th of July, he should no longer be in charge. And I wonder who's going to start leading the country. I am very intrigued as to see what's going to happen. In the meantime, though, we are going to deal with Smiley Man. Sorry, bro. I will make it quick, I promise. Hopefully, we can do clean up nice and easy. Yeah, they're getting on it. Fantastic. Okay. I do have air wings, but I only have fighters, right? And I don't want fighters because fighters don't help with CAS, and I need CAS. And I'm currently doing my CAS here. I can keep going down, and then I start getting jet CAS. I am literally researching right now the first generation of CAS fighters. Like, I'm talking, like, 1936. I mean, what is in that picture? Is that an Avenger? That's either I think that's an Avenger. Then we got the Sturmo. Then we got the Sturmo. Whatever the hell that is. An F-84. Oh, sorry, F-85. 84 85? One of the two. That looks like a MiG-15. 85, I think. Don't know. 21. Jag. No, that's not a Jag. What is that? That's Soviet. I don't know what it is, though. Is that a MiG-30? No, that's very wrong, isn't it? That's a very, very wrong statement. Obviously, the A-10. Everyone loves the A-10. The 25 Frogfoot. And then, oh, that looks like it's got the same shape as my baby. And my baby is the MiG-29. I love the MiG-29. The MiG-29 is my all-time favorite aircraft, okay? I probably might get a lot of stick for that. I genuinely do love the MiG-29. I don't know what it is about it, but the MiG-29 is I'm just a sucker for it. And why is the Blackbird an interceptor? There was nothing intercepting about it. It flew to space and took pictures. That's not an interceptor. There we go, and just finish it off by taking Banjul. I don't know why we took all of it and then just left this last bit here. Banjul is like very, very small. Apparently they still own it. It doesn't look much different from our... Because look, Ghana's like this grey browny colour. And then, what is it? Then Gambia's supposed to be like navy blue. But I can't tell the difference between the two. Doesn't matter. We've taken it now. Going to Banjul. Oh my god, it's such a small province. It's such a small province. It's going to be such a pain to start building in Banjul. But anyway, that is the Gambians dealt with. We've had story time. We've had that. And now it's waiting to see what happens around the world. It really does bother me that these guys have gone like socialist and they've now formed up with these guys here. That kind of goes against my plan of action. Take all states. Like so, Ethiopian Empire, we're going to start influence nation, please. I have 500, so I'd like to imagine that gets us up into the 80 echelon. Just keep waiting. Let the days roll past and we'll have a quick look. I'll stop influencing if we can get to 80 before the ticker times out. The Shah dies abroad. I've had the Shah dies abroad pop up 5 times. What's that about? Why? Why do I keep having it so often? Does the game want me to take over Persia? 6 times! Woo! Who knew that you could die 6 times? You know, if you want to get famous, just tell the news you've died 6 times. Boom. They'll publish it. No questions asked. Right, stop influencing the nation. Establish dependent state. Hasn't any influence in the last day. 90%. Oh, I need 90% influence. Ah! Fine. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. I'll just keep doing it. And then hopefully next episode, Ethiopia shall become our puppet. But till then, thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Anglo. You've been you. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to, of course, click the like and subscribe. Every little helps. Daily uploads at 2 PM GMT. And I'll see you in the next episode. Ta-da!